So you can imagine that the hardest part about what we're doing right now, I think, is this, is that it's not that we don't have a lot of ideas. It's not that we, don't think we can do them. The idea is, how do you get them done? It's so dynamic. It's changing every 30 days. I mean, we presented our slides to you a month ago, and it's changed since then. Okay? I changed slides before I came down from lunch. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 tickets open at all time on things that are happening on our website. Change, okay? Not change for the sake of change, but change for the sake of improvement. In Lexus, I'm Lexus Master Certified Business Development Director, which is a tough deal when you're holding down a corporate position because you've got to maintain all this store level stuff, okay? But I want to tell you, that principle of Kaizen, of continuous improvement, okay, is what we are constantly doing in the business development centers. So our website is going to take a new look here in the next couple of days. Okay, January of this year, General Managers Meeting, Columbus, Ohio. Steve and Rick Germain were in the building. They asked me to make a presentation, half hour, 45 minutes, and you tell us what's going on with the internet. This is 1 year after we relaunched Germain.com. When I got to Germain, we had a website provider that I wasn't really thrilled about. We had 4 CRM tools. For whatever reason, I don't know, okay? We were a collective mess, if you will. But we're still the largest dealer group in Columbus. January. What can we do on the internet that can greatly impact our business? And this is a time everyone's going, we don't know how many cars we're going to sell this year, but it ain't looking pretty, okay? Sorry, Ohio, we use ain't, and y'all, and get her done, and stuff like that, okay? So if I slip one in on you, don't get upset with me. So anyways, this is our phone system. I love Who's Calling, great product. However, for a dealer group our size, $11,000 a month, we scratching our head going, that's a whole lot of cash, okay? So you know what we did? Now this is a dealer group, all right? Now remember, not everybody can do this, we understand. Forceful. Guess what we did? Forceful. We said, what if we just bought this stuff? So we went out, we bought the software. ROI on that deal, 6 months. Now we own it. But guess what else we have? We have the ability to create phone campaigns which drastically change the way that we look at our call volumes, okay? Now Autobase, which is our CRM, company-wide, all states, all stores, okay? Phenomenal tool. Every CRM has its challenge. But I want to tell you, when you go in Autobase, we can tell who's making their calls. Well, we said, let's go a little bit deeper, because we can record inbound calls, and we can record outbound calls. We can record missed calls. This is pretty cool stuff, all right? You need an IT degree to figure out, but it is, once you get it figured out, it's pretty cool. The idea here is this phone system report. This is an example of one report that goes out to the general manager every night. And this one here is of our campaigns. This general manager happens to get another report every night, and it's by extension in his dealership. So he says, I want to know who's making phone calls. I want to know who's taking my calls. I want to know the average length of the call. Pretty slick stuff, huh? Okay. Now with Who's Calling, it's a great product. You get to listen to all those calls. We can do that too. But right now we're talking about data. What does the data tell us? So right here it tells them on a daily basis or on a monthly basis. Can't remember which one this one is. This might be a monthly report. Or a year to, we can do a month to date, year to date, week to date, hour to date, whatever. But anyways, this breaks down all of our campaigns. I manage right now over 200, just in Columbus, I manage over 200 different phone campaigns for our stores, okay? Specifically, if we run a used car ad in the newspaper, that has its own number. And if it has, and it's a different number for every store. And we have 10 operations in Columbus, okay? So can you imagine being a GM looking at it going, what's working? Well, if you look up there, autotrader.com used got 16 calls. My Smart Center got 4 calls. Autotrader.com MB new got 3. Scratch my head. Is that really an effective campaign? So you'll see how we use this in our tracking. To me, in January, we told them, said, the area that we can make the most impact on the internet has nothing to do with the internet. It has everything to do with telephony. Okay? Because what are we trying to do as internet directors and business development center managers? We're trying to get the customer on the phone. Are we not? Okay, well everyone offers this call tracking software. Why are we looking at that more closely? It's called optimization. We're trying to get this money that we're spending to work the best of our advantage. That's where we got the consumer, that's where we want them. Voila, the phone system, okay? This is it's a monster for me right now, but it's pretty cool what it produces for us. So anyways, we have advertising campaigns, sales performance, BDC sales staff performance. Every night I get a report on my BDC staff. I can tell who's making calls, what they're making, how many they're getting callbacks on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? And then the last item there, you'll see permission-based marketing, which we'll get into a little bit right now. I know Phil Barris is in the room somewhere, or if he was, he is. There he is. Phil Barris.